people, Manchester United 2, Sheffield United 1. Was it pretty? No. Was it a fantastic performance? No. Did we blow Sheffield United away? No. But as we've said so many times about so many Man United performances, it's all about W's, man. It's all about the 3 points. The chips are down. You know what I'm saying? We're still not playing great. It wasn't very exciting. We didn't play our best football for large parts. But there were more elements of control in the second half than there were in the first. But it's all about getting the 3 points and defending properly and doing things well. I think it plays into our hands. It helped us a lot that is a decimated Sheffield United side. Also, when you look at Sheffield United as well, obviously bottom of the Premier League, haven't got a win this year, this season. And for large parts, you know, especially in the first half, we didn't look good. We didn't look good at all. And it wasn't through, and I'll give credit to Sheffield United doing the best that they can, but they weren't great, were they? They wasn't. It was us. They didn't have, but then again, they didn't have to be. We were quite slow. We were quite lethargic. But having said that, there were chances. There were chances, and this is the positives. There were chances to edge ahead and make the game way more comfortable than it should have been. I think in the first sort of 20 minutes before McTominay scored, I think we were particularly bad. Physically, we weren't at it. We were just really slow in everything that we were doing, allowing Sheffield United to kind of pop it about a little bit, get a little bit of confidence. And then a little bit of quality comes from Scott McTominay, Super Scott. And it was a well-taken finish, actually. And then you think that should set us on our way because the first 20 minutes wasn't great. We get pegged back by the handball. And look, to be honest, it's a handball. I don't think anybody was moaning about that. I mean, there was a lot of talk about the Saliba one earlier against Chelsea, but which you can talk about where is his arm supposed to go and all of that stuff. But really, this one with Scott, it's unfortunate, and his hand was by his side, but he leans in, so no complaints there. And you go in at 1-1 at half time, but there were chances for Hojlund. Hojlund had 2 chances in the first half. Should do better. The Bruno free kick, unlucky, hits the grazes the top of the crossbar. So you go in at 1-1 at half time. Okay, cool. It was a penalty. Other than that, Onana made a couple of decent saves that he should make. Came and claimed the ball that he should claim. So everything was kind of pretty routine. I don't think we were in massive trouble. We defended pretty well. Johnny Evans again and Harry Maguire, very good today, especially Harry Maguire. Sky actually gave him man of the match, I saw. But I think he was just did what he had to do. He wasn't anything amazing, but against the Sheffield United side that, you know, weren't going to pose too much threats, but you got to take care of your aerial duels. He won pretty much all of them, I counted. You know, good switches of plays, good passes forward. And he's in it. Do you know what? Harry Maguire's in a good little bit of form at the minute. He is. And at the minute, with how things are going, you know, Varane's only just come back in. Lindelof's looked a little bit shaky and had to go to left back and right back, etc., etc. You're thinking it should be sort of Maguire and Varane at the minute, but Johnny Evans is quite comfortable as well. It's slim pickings between Maguire and Johnny Evans right now. Obviously, we find ourselves in that situation, having to choose between them 2 players. That's a whole topic for another video. But that is what our options are right now at centre back, because Lindelof's been a bit used as an auxiliary. And if Reguilon is back for Copenhagen, I'm playing Harry Maguire over Lindelof at centre back at the minute, or Johnny Evans, to be fair. So I think those 2 deserve a lot of credit. I think they've done well today. They've done their jobs. Second half, it felt a little bit slow. It was much more controlled, but again, I felt we was just doing things too slowly. You know, Sheffield United were running out of ideas. They were dwindling. Obviously, their squad's been decimated with injuries. There wasn't much heck and bottom we could do with their squad. And as the game went on, we were massively in control. You know, Sheffield United were never going to score, apart from when Ryan Brewster came on and had that swerving shot that Onana had to deal with, which he did. They were never going to score. So it was about, can we? And it just felt like we were being wasteful, you know? Rashford has a great chance, puts it just wide. He was okay today. I don't think he done bad. Anthony wasn't amazing today at all, not by any stretch. We had chances to kind of, just kill the game, just take the game to Sheffield, take the game away from Sheffield United. And we didn't really do it. You know, Amrabat was neat and tidy in midfield, did what he had to do again, because there wasn't really much problems in there. You know, you can't shout about having more possession against, you know, Sheffield United, who are bottom of the league. So I'm not going to, but we did well to end up scoring in the second half and get the W, which actually brings me on to Dalot, because Dalot was decent in defense. Again, not much to do, but a well-taken shot. That goal was the exact same goal that he scored in pre-season was at the Allegiant Stadium. Who's Donny van der Beek against Dortmund? Set him the ball. We end up losing that game. But he sets Dalot edge of the box and he whips it top corner. Now, yeah, the keeper probably should do a little bit better. He gets two hands to it. But it's a good strike. It's a good strike and it's hit with pace. Sometimes you've got to say it's a good strike as a keeper, but he should probably do better. But great goal. And if we were going to score, it felt like it was going to have to be something like that. And that was what was quite annoying. It was like, we're just squandering chances here, little half chances not turning into full chances. Even at 2-1, we had chances to kill the game at 3-1 and make sure we don't give away anything stupid. And we didn't even take those chances. So look, it's a win. It's a win, and it's a win that was massively needed, of course. But I think there's going to be plenty more games where we look like that. You know, there's going to be a lot of games where we look like that, where we're not great, we're not creating a huge load of chances, we're not blowing the opposition away. But it's about trying to build, you know, some momentum, isn't it? That's what it's about. I mean, look, we've won today, and essentially we're 6 points off top. Pause. I'm not saying title charge, not saying we're back, I'm not saying anything stupid like that, because we all know how we're playing. But what I'm saying is we're 6 points off top, and the next game's Man City at home. If you do something in that game and we get a great W to kickstart the season, you'll be then saying you're 3 points off top. So it's weird how the finer margins can go. But then if you look deeper into Man United, into really analysing us, you can see we don't look great. Do you know what I mean? But there's going to be a lot of performances like that. But the only thing we can do is keep winning games. You know, the only thing we can do is try and turn the corner and try and build some momentum. And that started already against Brentford, really, because you want to turn the corner. It was then today against Sheffield United, had to win. Got to make sure that we get the 3 points today. And then look, Copenhagen, another one. Look, midweek, massive game. Obviously, in light of what's happened with Sir Bobby passing, it's it's going to be an emotional evening at Old Trafford. But the atmosphere is going to be electric. We'll be remembering Sir Bobby. And obviously, on the football side of things, we've got to win that game to stand a chance of getting out of the group. We can't have any slip-ups on Tuesday night. So it's Tuesday night, I think. Yeah, I hope so, because that's when I get back. So, yeah, all in all, listen, nothing to shout about. Big up to Maguire. Got to give him his flowers. Wasted opportunities because we should have been, further ahead than we was. Hojlund, listen, I see some people on social media, Arsenal fans or other people trolling, sort of doing it. He's had 6 games now, he ain't scored. The kid's going to be fine. He should have scored today. He had 2 really, really good chances. I think he should get on the end of Marcus Rashford's cross, which was a good cross. And he does really well to even gather as a first touch Marcus Rashford's shot that falls into his path, and he's just unlucky not to steer it past the keeper. But he's getting into the positions. I do want to see him a little bit more involved, though. Every time he does touch the ball, or every time the ball's played into him, he's perfectly capable of bringing the ball down, playing others into play, bringing others into play. He does that really well. I've got no problems with how he's playing at the minute. He keeps it simple. He gets it. He gives it. Gets himself in the box. That's all I need from him. He just needs to start converting more. But as we saw against Galatasaray in the last Champions League home game, you can see what he's capable of. He's an absolute beast, and he's going to take time. I think he's doing the right things, getting into the right positions, and the goals will come. Well, they have come in the Champions League so far. I think he's the top scorer in the Champions League. They're just not transpiring into the Premier League, which is what we want to see. But, he's playing against his old team, Copenhagen, FC Copenhagen as well. That's where he started out as a kid, I believe. So, yeah, he's going to know a lot of them, or, have an affiliation to that team. Hopefully, extra bit of bite as well. So, listen, 3 points. That's all I can ask for. Roll on Tuesday. Well, I'll get back. No flex judge. Yeah, I've left the country. We didn't lose. I ain't KG. Yeah. Anytime that guy leaves the country, we flop. So we can see that I can safely leave the country and we're still all right. But yes, Man United 2, Sheffield United 1. I'm happy with that in the end. Nothing to shout home about, but roll on Tuesday, mate. The games are coming thick and fast, and we need to start picking up consecutive points. And you never know in the derby. Listen, it's looking peak if we play like how we've been playing, of course, but in derbies, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Got players coming back off injury as well. Varane's back. Reguilon was back, but obviously he wasn't in the squad today, so hopefully that's more of a just keeping him ticking over. Actually, I will say this. I was surprised that Mason Mount didn't play today, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, I think he's integral to playing on Tuesday night, and obviously Casemiro suspended as well. But Scott McTominay scored. played all right in overall play. He didn't light it up, but he got his goal. To be fair, I know he gave away a penalty as well, so he kind of cancels out. But he did get his goal. So yeah, listen, roll on Champions League, and we'll see what Ten Hag has up his sleeve. I'll be actually KG. I'm going to send KG up to the press conference. Yeah, so I won't be back in time, but I will be in Old Trafford Tuesday night. Take care, guys. See you again soon. Peace.